Hello, I'm Janet from Englishplex. Welcome to this lesson as we tackle an essay from Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House. Unwise decisions can cause misery. Write an essay to qualify this statement, citing illustrations from Henrik Ibsen's A Doll's House. One ends up in anguish when they make imprudent decisions. A single injudicious choice may cause untold suffering to the perpetrators or others. Torvald and Krogstad are examples of characters in a doll's house who cause misery as a result of making silly decisions. Torvald chooses to treat Nora as an equal partner in the relationship. We are told he treats her as a doll and talks to her playfully. He calls her pet names like Little Squirrel and Little Skylark. Instead of treating her like an equal partner, he controls her, denying her any liberty to be herself. He forbids her from little harmless pleasures like eating macaroons. Because of Torvald's manly independence, Nora is forced to keep secrets in order to maintain order in their home. Torvald is only concerned about Nora's appearance and people's opinions of him. He thinks Nora's opinions are silly and insignificant. Because of his obstinacy, Nora is forced to borrow a loan in order to save his life, and in the process, she commits fraud. She suffers trying to repay the loan. She works like a man doing copying jobs, embroidery, crochet work, and many more. She saves, but she says it is difficult, and at times she's our wit's end. When he finds out about the loan, he insults her. Nora says that Torvald never loved her. She has fought hard for 3 days. Nora was never happy, only merry. We are told she had to pretend Torvald's overbearing nature causes. She had to pretend, and Torvald's overbearing nature causes misery. Krogstad's decision to blackmail Nora causes profound misery to her. Nora is forced to borrow £250 from Krogstad as a last resort. When Torvald falls ill, she forges her father's signature in order to get the loan and to save her dying father anxiety. Krogstad decides to blackmail Nora for selfish reasons. He wants her to influence Torvald, the new bank manager, to let him keep his subordinate role. Krogstad wants to keep his job at the bank for self-respect. He heartlessly says that he will not part with the bond even if Nora had money to pay off the loan, yet this is not part of the initial deal. He says that if he loses his position a second time, Nora would lose hers with him. He does not care about Nora's children. He is callous and indifferent that Nora is suicidal. He even demands a higher, that is a managerial position at the bank. Krogstad punishes Nora in a bid to rehabilitate himself. His decision is rash since it causes Nora distress. She contemplates running away or killing herself. He loses his job at the bank all the same. He regrets and even decides to ask for his letter back unread. He also suffers surely since he regrets and repents and sent Nora's bond back. Surely injudicious decisions cause misery. Krogstad's decision to forge a name is unwise. Nora says he may have done it out of necessity, but Torvald maintains that it is by imprudence. He says Krogstad is forced to be a liar and a hypocrite. His lies poison his home, filling it with germs of evil. He says that Krogstad has lost all moral character. Dr. Rank also says that Krogstad is morally deceased. Krogstad lives in a repressive, unforgiving, and judgmental society, and he knows better than to commit an indiscretion. He is forced to work hard in order to cut himself free from the bondage of a deceased moral character. He is even forced to blackmail Nora in order to keep his job and win back respect. He strains in restricted circumstances for 1.5 years. Because of his sons, he has to clear his name. He suffers shame and disgrace since everyone regards him as a blackguard with a deceased moral character. He has to lie and poison his home, and he even struggles to win back respect even through reprobate means like blackmail. Torvald insults Nora when he finds about Nora's secret. He calls her a miserable creature, a hypocrite, and a liar. Furthermore, she adds that she's a criminal. Since he only cares about his reputation, he says that Nora has destroyed his happiness and ruined his future. He even calls her a thoughtless woman. He is worried that people will think that he is a party to her criminal action. He wants to try and cover up everything before the eyes of the world. He says that Nora cannot bring up her own children because he has lost trust in her, but she has to remain in the house. He only cares about their appearance. When Krogstad sends Nora the bond, Torvald screams that he is saved. He only thinks of himself. He finally acknowledges the pain and misery Nora undergoes for the past 3 days. Nora shocks Torvald when she tells him that their marriage is simply an act full of pretense. She decides to leave him since the wonderful thing that is Helma's selfishness and sacrifice she longs for does not happen. Torvald is astounded and he feels forsaken. Torvald begs her to stay, claiming he is a different man. He suggests that they may live as brother and sister. He sinks in a chair and buries his face in his hands. He feels empty. He is dismayed about what people will say. Surely his erratic decisions cause him agony. In conclusion, unwise decisions may cause distress to us and to those around us. Thank you so much for having me take you through this essay. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share to a friend, and if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, kindly remember to subscribe so that you may support this channel.